secret tragedies in Princess Beatrice's life, the ones she would prefer to forget. Although she has not done anything particularly outrageous, Princess Betharc has been the subject of considerable criticism in recent years. She is the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. Her father's reputation has been tarnished by his scandalous friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Although Beatrice has refrained from publicly discussing her father's relationship with Epstein or the allegations against him, she did lend her support to her father during a meeting before his infamous interview. The program's producer noted that Brrice's presence at the meeting was surprising, given that they were preparing for important talks and discussing sensitive topics. Despite her royal title, Brrice is not employed by the royal family, but she frequently attends royal events and has connections with dignitaries. She was raised by Sarah Ferguson after her divorce from Prince Andrew. The Duchess of York no longer works for the royal family. Princess Eugenie, who is younger than her, also leads a private life. Despite her royal background, Princess Brrice has had many heartbreaks and struggles throughout her life. As a child, she had trouble understanding her teacher and would stare blankly at the screen. The teacher would ask, "Why are you staring at me? The words aren't written on my face." Betharc responded, "Well, they are not on the page either." At the age of 7, the princess was diagnosed with dyslexia, which greatly improved her school life between the years 7 and 11. It helped her realize what she was capable of. The princess's parents divorced in 1998 when she was 8 years old, and Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson separated in 1992. Since then, she has used her royal platform to raise awareness of dyslexia and dispel myths surrounding the condition. "Fortunately, she had wonderful teachers," she added. "I spent my entire first pregnancy alone when Beatrice was born. Andrew only got 10 days of shore leave." Sarah hinted that their marital problems began after Brrice was born while Andrew was in the military. After the divorce, Brittany recalled feeling torn between being herself and the responsibilities of being a member of the royal family. At home, she could be herself, but at the palace, she had to act like a princess. The matter was further compounded by the media's focus on her parents. When Betharc was 17 years old, she dated the notoriously seedy Paolo Luo, and the media went ballistic over the scandalous images of the two of them. This made everyone in the family feel even more uneasy. Princess Beatrice's parents unexpectedly approved of her connection with Paolo Luo, despite the fact that the press went ballistic over her affair with a man with a seedy past, further complicating matters for the young princess. In a public statement, Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, expressed her confidence in her daughter's intuition and choices. After breaking up with Lusso, Beatrice began dating Dave Clark, a man with a brighter future. Their relationship lasted 10 years, and Beatrice even relocated to New York to be closer to him when he got a job there. However, they never got married. In 2016, the couple reached a crossroads. Beatrice wanted Clark to propose for 10 years, but after she had to give him an ultimatum, either he proposes or their relationship ends. Prince Andrew and Leo were invited on a ski trip to the French Alps. What hurt Beatrice the most was hearing that her ex-lover had proposed to someone else a year after they broke up, even though Clark hadn't asked her to do it. Despite her initial expressions of joy for the newlyweds, public figure Brrice did not show up to Clark's 2018 wedding. Although she is a member of the royal family, Beatrice has always been self-conscious about her looks, and she has endured the inevitable criticism that comes with that. Princess Betharc has been the subject of much criticism and analysis for her fashion choices, particularly following Prince William's wedding, when her elaborate headpiece was heavily criticized by the media and the public. Rumor has it that her mother, Sarah Ferguson, reportedly put her on a diet when she was just 8 years old. Lots of people have something bad to say about the hat being called a pretzel. This obviously made Beatrice feel bad. In an interview, Princess Eugenie mentioned that her sister is struggling with the negative attention she has gotten throughout the years. Specifically, she mentioned a nasty article written about Brrice, which made her very upset. "Just before our planned outing, Beatrice stumbled a bit and sobbed." Eugenia mentioned that Princess Betharc and Prince Philip were quite close. When Philip died in 2021, Princess Betharc was profoundly saddened and broke down during a Thanksgiving service honoring him. Her father, Prince Andrew, escorted Queen Elizabeth to her seat, and in the documentary, Betharc tried to cover her face with the order of service sheet while she searched her bag for a tissue. She also spoke fondly of her grandfather. "I get a rush of emotion whenever I speak about my incredible grandpa. He was truly one of a kind, and I count myself incredibly fortunate to have shared countless unforgettable experiences with him." Due to their long-standing closeness, Princess Beatrix's farewell to her paternal grandmother Queen Elizabeth II at her funeral was an especially painful experience. Throughout their conversation, Beatrice stressed how similar she was to the Queen. In September 2022, as the public mourned the Queen's passing, Beatrix suffered the personal loss of a beloved family member. She was seen crying as she left the funeral ceremony with her mother and husband, amid King Charles III's health problems. "My two role models are my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother inspires me every day with her overwhelming sense of duty and curiosity." Despite the severe staff shortages at the institution, Princess Beatrice does not meet the criteria to become a working member of the royal family, despite reports that she would like to take on some royal duties to ease the burden on the monarch. This is due to her history of building a career independently, rather than working for the family. Princess Beatrice's story exemplifies the difficulties of being a member of the royal family in the face of relentless public and media scrutiny. Like many of us, she endured criticism and hardship while facing personal and professional obstacles in the spotlight. Her unwavering commitment to her family and friends has always been an inspiration. Princess Beatrix's strong bond with Queen Elizabeth II and her desire to emulate her exemplify a strong sense of tradition and family values. On the other hand, her readiness to assume additional royal duties during King Charles III's health crisis suggests that she is prepared to face new challenges. Perhaps the future of the royal family will necessitate a re-evaluation of traditional standards and roles to accommodate modern realities. Princess Beatrix, with her extensive experience and unwavering commitment, could play a significant role in this process. Ultimately, her story serves as a reminder that even royalty are just like the rest of us, ordinary individuals with hopes, fears, doubts, and dreams.